Welcome to the Buyer's BC contract signing demo. In this demo, you'll learn steps when connecting with the buyers, marketing your deal, verification of debt with the seller, and opening title and escrow. What are your marketing goals and how to complete them? Now that the seller has signed the necessary forms, option contract is signed, your authorization to release is signed, and your reinstatement or payoff statement has been received from them. Now it's time to market your deal. This will include creating SMS and email templates. If you've been following the reverse wholesaling strategy, then this part will be easy and simple to execute. Your primary goal here is to market your deal and schedule inspections with interested buyers. Here's some example of what your marketing template should look like. Email template, new deal alert, Philadelphia, PA 19120 will be your subject line. Hey, mention your buyer's name and then conclude the address. Main Street, PA 19120, the number of beds, the number of baths, the square footage. This is a foreclosure property. Want more information? Reply yes for details, photos, and inspection times. Your SMS template will simply be new lead alert. Main Street, PA 19120, 32,000 square foot foreclosure property. Want more information? By keeping it simple and clear as well as easy to read, will prompt quick responses and potentially more than one investor who can make an offer. So, now that you got some investors interested and scheduled, let's look at the breakdown from start to finish. It's important that you market your deal accordingly when matching your deal with the buyer or investors. This will help with non circumvention, the ability to connect the deal to a qualified buyer within 7 to 10 business days, and execute all your contracts and forms within 3 to 5 business days. If it's a new buyer, make sure to collect their buy box. If it's a repeat buyer, there's a chance that they might purchase this deal within 1 hour. When marketing the deal to a buyer and moving them through your funnel system, reveal only half of the address. When they reply or respond, send a full address only after they sign your acquisition fee agreement that protects you and sharing the seller's information. After they complete that, then the buyer will select the showing time that they want to show up to see the property. The buyer goes out and sees the property, likes the property, and then makes an offer. Then it's time for you to compare the buyer's price to the debt amount. This becomes useful later on in the process before signing the BC contract. Okay, at this point, it's been 4 to 6 business days since you requested a payoff statement from the lender. Waiting for this statement is a must, as you cannot hand the BC contract to the buyer unless you know exactly what is being owed, and only after the buyer has seen the property. So let's look at an example. Say the payoff statement from the lender says the seller owes exactly $100,000, and the buyer has gone to see the property already and now has offered $150,000. This means now you have a chance of making $50,000 in profit from this foreclosure deal. If you are attending the weekly meetings and following our filter system when pulling leads from the county, you'll always make a profit between $5,000 up to $100,000, and all deals are offered to the buyers are always 30% below market value. We filter all debts over 150K and eliminate all overpriced deals that buyers don't want. All right. So now that you have a good understanding of how you can make a profit and secure the buyer, let's finalize the BC contract signing process with the chosen buyer. Everything check marks win. The seller's debt is lower than the buyer's offer price. The buyer's offer price is higher than the seller's debt. The difference allows room for you to make a profit. Cool. At that point, now it's time for you to send the AB contract to the seller and the BC contract to the buyer. Open up escrow with your favorite title company and collect EMD from your investor. Keep in mind that when there's a significant amount of profit for you to make, this also means there's a chance for you to help out the seller and assist in relocation. We offer up to $5,000 to cover any down payments and moving expenses. Great. Now you have all the necessary contracts and forms signed with the buyer, and now your final step is to open title and escrow and submit that EMD. Your deal has now been submitted and waiting final approval by the title company that understands how to double close. You could use a lender and pay all those double closing expensive fees, or offer your title company title and escrow instructions to save on expenses and use the buyer's funds. The simple process would just be a simple title search that's usually 3 to 5 days or up to 2 weeks to check for liens, judgments, and confirm that payoff statement with the lender. Disclosures: seller, buyers, and LLC signatures on closing HUDs, and then the closer escrow with the final HUD approvals and set date for release of funds. And that's it. No more actions required. If you have any questions, concerns, or want to discuss your deal with me, I left my contact information for your reference. Thanks for watching the Buyer's Demo BC contract signing and how it works. See you in the next training session.